All right, all right. I told y'all every Sunday is going to be my hiking day, and I'm back at Runyon Canyon in the greater Los Angeles. Hollywood! Hollywood signs like over there on the other side of there. Hollywood. Anyway, so I apologize for the shade and maybe some bad lighting and some stumbling, but I have to stay exactly where I'm at so I don't tumble down the side of the mountain. All right, so we're here for UFC Fight Night. I believe it's 9. Happened last night. Only 4 fights on the main card, and I did make 4 picks, not on YouTube, but on my Instagram and Facebook and Twitter. And so you have to follow me everywhere. Like I always tell you, you have to follow me everywhere. So I made 4 picks, and again, the event was good. They've always been good, so please catch up on it if you haven't seen it already. 4 picks. 2 2 and 2 2 and 2, so I broke even 500. I'm okay with that because Lord knows I've had worse days. So let's go ahead and get into it. First off, I got this pick, the opening card, which was a great scrap between Ricardo Lamas and Bill Algeo. I don't know why I'm having a hard time with his last name. It's actually quite easy. Bill Algeo. This is his debut in the UFC. Someone let me know if he's from the Contender Series. I haven't caught up on this season yet, but someone let me know if Bill's from the Contender Series. Either way, he gave Ricardo Lamas all he could stand. He came out firing. Ricardo Lamas barely eked out that first round, pretty much because he got 2 takedowns, even though it was Algeo who had more on the actual stats. But again, you know how the judges are with those takedowns. So I think because Ricardo landed those two takedowns, that's what gave him that first round. And I actually do kind of agree, although the momentum went back and forth. They both held the center of the octagon. Again, this was a scrap. They both landed nice shots, significant shots. Scrap. Second round, all Algeo. He really started to land some shots. He stunned Ricardo several times. Actually had him wobbling several times. Was able to get him down, land some ground and pound. Ricardo was able to get back up. There were moments where the ref was nice and close, keeping a close eye on the match. So that second round definitely went to Algeo. The third round, however, was all Ricardo Lamas. Oh my goodness, he was able to take him down, some ground and pound, elbows to the face, control him, go for some submissions, take the back. He was all over him for the entire round. I was like, if this is the new rules, y'all, he won this round by 2. And sure enough, unanimous decision, because Algeo did survive, unanimous decision. All 3 judges gave him that third round by 2. So it was 29-26 in favor of Ricardo Lamas. Great win for him. And he's I think he's 38 years old. He's talking about maybe he might retire. We'll see how he feels. Someone let me know who would you like for him to fight next. I still think he has something left in the tank. This was kind of the Ricardo of old, that scrappy old Ricardo Lamas. So I actually don't want him to quit, but you let me know what you think he should do, if he stays, if he should go, and if he stays, who he should fight next. Now, next up, I got this fight as well. I chose Alexa Grasso to beat, and I'm like blanking on her name, and I'm on the mountain, so I don't have web service. So Li Young Zhang, I'm saying it wrong. I know I've got the wrong name. The middle name is Y-E-O-N, Yeon. I know that for sure. Anyway, this went all 3 rounds. Unanimous decision in favor of Alexa. She just basically controlled the whole fight. Even though Yeon had like a 5-inch reach advantage on the hands and the feet, Alexa was able to fight behind the jab, get inside of that reach advantage, and she was really able to tag her up. A nice even offensive output there. She even tagged that lead leg, had her stumbling a couple times. Nice kicks to the body, punches to the bodies and to the face, had her nice and bruised and red. It was a really good showing, her debut in the flyweight division. I've liked Alexa since the beginning. She stumbled a bit. She's had some draws. I'd like to see her make a nice run at flyweight division, which is pretty much wide open, and she does still have a little bit of a name. So who would you like to see Alexa Grasso fight next? Now, next up on the co-main event, did not get this pick. I was hoping my boy Ruthless Robbie Lawler still had a little bit left in the tank against Neil Magney, although Neil Magney is actually looking pretty good right now, and he looks great in this fight. This was a 3-round decision in favor of Neil Magney. He completely dominated Robbie Lawler. Robbie Lawler wasn't able to keep that. He actually went for a takedown in the first round. Neil was able to reverse that. He was on top. He was able to go for submissions. He was able to land shots and basically dominate the ground game. He looked so much bigger than Robbie Lawler, which I knew that he was, with the 6-inch reach advantage on the hands and the feet. But oh my goodness, did he look even more bigger and more stronger than Robbie Lawler there. Robbie Lawler at 38 years old, I thought he kind of needed to go with kind of reckless abandonment, but kudos to Neil. He didn't really let Robbie get off anything. He was all over him for the entire fight. He normally starts slow. Did not start slow in this fight. This was a great showing from Neil Magney. He looks great. Who do you think should be next for Neil Magney and Robbie Lawler? I'm willing to see, like, hey, he had a year off. It's probably some ring rust there with his age, and he's had some injuries. I don't know what's next. Let's go ahead and give him, I would like to see another fight from him, see where his head's at there from Robbie Lawler. But again, who would you like to see Neil Magney fight next? Now, next up, main event. I didn't get this pick either. Chose Anthony Smith to beat Aleksandar Rakic, and he did not. This was a 3-round main event because it was supposed to be the main event. Someone let me know what the main event was supposed to be. It was not this. And Anthony, I guess, wanted more money for it to be 5 rounds. They couldn't work it out, so it ended up being a 3-round main event. And Aleksandar pretty much dominated Anthony Smith. He looked big and strong, and he hits real hard. And I would like to see him face a higher level of competition in this 205 weight division, which is now wide open since John Jones has vacated the belt from now on. He is a quicker hand speed than I thought, much quicker than I thought. I knew he was powerful, but he was actually more powerful than Anthony Smith, and real strong on the ground with the takedown defense, and he had the counter actions every time Anthony tried to do something slick. He had the right defense. He was real smart on the ground, so I'd like to see him get tested from now on. He, I think, is one to watch. I think so. So great showing, great win for him. So like I said, I went 500. I'll take it. Someone let me know how you did on your picks. Of course, any injury updates. And yeah, talk to me about that event. And just real quick, we've actually had a few celebrity passings. And of course, 2020 has been crazy. And when it comes to celebrity passings, you know, depending on who you are, who you relate to, whose work you've been following, how it inspired you or how it hits you, some of them affect you and some of them don't. And I would just like to say that it's Sunday night and I will be going home to watch ABC's television showing of Black Panther, which is probably going to last like 3.5 hours with commercials. But I'm going to watch the whole thing and eat. And then I'm going to watch the tribute that they do to Chadwick Boseman after that, who, of course, I'm sure you know has passed away. And this is one that hurt. This is one that I felt, not only because he's a great actor and all that he managed to achieve while dealing with colon cancer, but just look at his interviews. That's all I've kind of been going through. Just go back and look at all of his interviews, whether it be promoting the movies, the TV appearances, the NBA appearances, the stuff he did with kids. Just go back and listen to him speak when he's being Chadwick. And it sucks. So that's what I'll be doing after this hike. Great hike it was. Beautiful scenery, like I said. All right. Now, again, follow me on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. I'm on Snapchat. Let me know again how you done all your picks, any injury updates, and of course, anything you have to say about the passing of Mr. Black Panther himself, Chadwick Boseman. Follow me. I said all of that already. Subscribe, like, talk to me. Take care. Bye.